5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is GQ right here, Roseville, Michigan, Liberty Comics. And for this episode of Game, we're doing something completely different. No roundtable discussion. We're going to be looking at Free Comic Book Day, the event, all the kids, all the fun, all the food. We are going to have some fun today. So join us on this episode of Game. Started in early May of 2002, Free Comic Book Day was a way for comic publishers to promote their books to a new audience. And here we are 13 years later, and the event has spread across the country and introduced new fans, young and old, to this amazing entertainment medium. Let's take a few moments to talk to some of the fans here at the comic shop. Right now, I got a good friend of mine right here, Brian. How you doing, man?
I'm pretty good. How about yourself?
Doing well, man. Doing well. So, Free Comic Book Day, man. How long have you been, taking advantage of the fact you get free comics?
Oh, man, I've been coming to this particular shop for about 5 years now. So I make sure I clear all my schedule to come down here for Free Comic Book Day.
Sounds good. Now, what are some of the books that you picked up for Free Comic Day?
Well, I picked up Secret War Zero. There's a new big event for Marvel that's going to happen this summer. I'm also picking up Divergence. It's going along with the DC big event as well. So I picked up quite a few books over there.
Patrick, how you doing today?
Very well, thank you.
Now, you got your sons here. Could you introduce everybody to your sons?
This is my son Lachlan and my other son Liam.
All right, and now you're bringing them out for Free Comic Book Day. Obviously, they've got their bags with them, and they're looking very, very excited. How long have you been coming to Free Comic Book Day?
This is actually my first time coming to Free Comic Book Day. I've been collecting comic books for maybe about 2 years, so just kind of getting into it. So I've been coming here every week when they do the new releases, and the owner Gail told me about Free Comic Book Day, so I figured I'd bring my kids out for it. So kind of an interesting event.
We got a group of fellas here. I'm a little bit upset that he's taller than me, but that's okay. That's all right. Normally I'm the tallest guy in the room, but not today apparently. So Free Comic Book Day, I mean, what's it mean to you guys?
Well, it's one of those days we look forward to as all of us being comic book fans every year. So, you just come in, get some cool stuff, see all the people. That's really like the goodest thing, the best thing about it, seeing like other comic book fans just finding out where they are. And that guy, Batman, him, yes, him being here, like that's awesome too.
Very cool. Now, Rick, what are some of your favorite books, man?
My favorite books, well, anything Batman, of course, but I really like anything off of like IDW. I like a lot of Image stuff. I like a lot of like underground stuff. Liquid Grenades, just let you know.
Sounds good. Now, Charles, we're gonna bring it over to you real quick. Now, Free Comic Book Day. A lot of kids running around. It's a good thing. I mean, obviously, it gets kids into comics. And when did you first get into comics?
I got into comics, believe it or not, when I was 5 years old. And it was from my uncle who used to actually read me comics back from Fantastic Four, Black Panther, even the very first run of Superman. He was a really great collector of it. And he used to just have it over at his house, sit me down. We used to go through all of his comics. He had hundreds of them just spread all on the floor. Let me read them and just go ape. So ever since then, I've been into it.
Very cool. Now, my man on the end, he's got the Star Wars. You know. Now you're going to get the first crack at it. Age of Ultron. Have you seen it? What'd you think of it?
We all saw it. Midnight show Thursday night. Amazing, awesome movie. We all went as a whole crew. It was about 20? At least 20 deep. Yeah. We made this a whole weekend. Age of Ultron, Comic Book Day today, but great movie.
We're in the wake of one of the biggest movies of the year, event film, Age of Ultron. Did you see it?
Yes, I did.
What'd you think of it?
It was good. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Man, a few words right here. Now, if we could get... she's ready for the mic. She's here. She's ready. Zoe, who's your favorite character?
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. Now, do you think Wonder Woman can beat Superman?
No.
You heard it first from Zoe. Wonder Woman cannot beat Superman. We might find out in Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice coming up soon. Max, who's your favorite character?
Who's that?
Superman? You like Superman?
Yes.
He says yes. That's all the endorsement you need. Rob, we're going to go ahead and end it with you right here. Any last words for anybody that's out there? Anybody that should be at Free Comic Book Day, you call them out right now.
You should be here. It's lots of fun. You don't know what you're missing.
And what brings you in for Free Comic Book Day? Obviously the free comic books, but I mean, how long have you been coming to Free Comic Book Day?
At least 3 years.
This is actually my first year.
We have a newbie in our midst for Free Comic Book Day. So what did you guys pick up today?
I got the Teen Titans and Archie comics.
Probably Bob's Burger.
Wow. Okay, we got some good selections here. Now, obviously, you brought your shy friend with you, who does not want to be on camera, but it's good to see a lot of the younger kids coming in. What do you guys think about that for Free Comic Book Day?
I'm excited. I work at a camp and I try to get my kids involved with comic books as much as possible. It's a great way to get them interested in reading, and I loved them as a kid. So.
And Emma, what's your thoughts on it?
I like the idea because it's like shorter than like all the other books that I read.
Fair enough. That's definitely a good thing. Now, we are sitting in the wake of one of the biggest comic book movies of all time that just came out, Age of Ultron. Did you guys see it?
No.
Cut the feed. And there's no, come on. How did you not see that movie? Khaled, save us. Did you see Age of Ultron?
I'm seeing it tomorrow.
And they call themselves fans of No, I'm just kidding. No. What are you guys' favorite characters?
I like all the girls and like all the superheroes.
That's a good thing. And Colette?
My favorite comic book character is Cloak and Dagger. So.
Okay. Now, to anybody that you know that should be here, I want to call them out and let them know that they should be at Comic Book Day.
Yeah, my sister Kristen should be here.
And Emma?
My mom.
Mom, why aren't you at Free Comic Book Day? She's asking for you to be here, and she wants you to be involved in things that she's got going on. And comic books is part of her lifestyle. Mom, come on, Mom, you can do it. You can do it. Come on down. And I have the honor and privilege of speaking with the Dark Knight himself, Batman. How you doing today, sir?
Pretty good. The lights are kind of bright, and it's awfully early in the morning.
Yeah, it is a little bit early. I mean, it would be cool if we could do Free Comic Book Nights or something. Probably help out a little bit.
Well, I'm fighting crime then, so.
That is true. You wouldn't have the time. He would not have the time. Now, hold on. Free Comic Book Day, all this Marvel stuff. Why don't we have any free Batman books?
Well, actually, I will be in DC's Divergent book right here. I'll be in there. Superman will be there. Green Lantern will be there. All my friends. And some of my enemies, too.
All right, I apologize. I didn't realize that book was over there. I do not want to incur the wrath of Batman today. I'm a little bit banged up from trying to run from crime the other night. So anyway, real quick, we'd love to know.
Straight towards crime. Punch it in the face.
There you go.
I don't recommend that for you. I am a trained crime fighter.
Now, now here's the thing. We know it's coming up. The knockdown drag out between you and Superman. Now, obviously, my money's on you. But what are some of is there any even possibility that Superman can win this fight?
No, there's no possibility. I have the better movies. I have the better car. And I'm actually taller in person, so don't let this interview fool you.
There you go. And chicks dig the car, so there's no doubt about that. So, real quick, I know it's the other side. I know it's the other team. Did you see Age of Ultron?
No, I haven't, but I appreciate the Avengers and all that they do, and I just hope they don't try and mess with us when our movie comes out.
Sounds good. Now, real quick, to all those criminals out there, all those people that are just that don't go to culturejunkies.net and look at interviews like this, what do you got to say to them?
Stay out of trouble. Come to your local comic book store. Get some free books. You don't even have to steal them. They're giving them away for free.
And now let's talk to local artist Josh Aller. This is GQ right here in Liberty Comics, and we're here on Free Comic Book Day with local artist Josh Aller. How you doing today, Josh?
I'm doing well. It's been a lot of fun so far.
Very cool. Now we see obviously you're drawing on the Incredible Hulk there. That's definitely a very cool book, cool character. He's gotten a lot of shine lately in the movie that just came out. We'll get to that in a few minutes, though. And so for Free Comic Book Day, man, how long have you been coming to Free Comic Book Day?
I've been coming for the last few years. I've always been coming just to get the free comics, but this is the first time I've set up here at Liberty. Gail asked me, so I came in and having some fun.
Definitely a good thing. Now, we've been seeing a lot of kids running around. This is one of the things we've kind of focused on today. What's your feelings on, a lot of the younger kids getting into comics at such an early age and, just basically kind of getting excited about reading?
I think it's great. I think there's a lot of good things about it, and I see a lot of the publishers making the changes needed to adapt to that and bring in new people, and I think that's really good.
Definitely a very good thing. Now, as far as artwork goes, who's your favorite characters to draw?
Oh man, I don't know. They're all a lot of fun to draw. Typically I like drawing just the more lesser known characters that I personally like. Off the top of my head, I can't really think of any, but just like besides like the Batman and the Hulk, I like drawing like the more intriguing characters. Typically that's what I go for personally, but they don't sell, so I end up having to draw the other ones too.
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that, though. I mean, comic books, yeah. I mean, comic books has something for everybody. You can't always just, focus on the Batmans and the Supermans. It's like, look, there's other characters because some people, not everybody can relate to a Superman. Well, let's put it this way. Nobody can relate to a Superman because none of us have superpowers. But, I mean, it's like...
Alien. We can all feel alien and isolated in our own way, but,
So, I mean, that's definitely a good thing. Now, obviously, let's just go back to it. Age of Ultron just came out. Have you seen it? What'd you think of it?
Oh, yes. I went to the midnight or 9:30 showing, as they do now. But, yeah, I did see it. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. It was good.
Now, Josh, I mean, how long have you been drawing, man? Because, I mean, a lot of artists, some people have just been drawing since the moment they could hold on to a pencil. I mean, how long have you been drawing?
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Since I held on to a pencil, but I've been drawing comics since I was, like, before I was 10. And yeah, I've always had a blast with it, so...
Cool. Josh, we appreciate it. We don't need to take up any more of your time. I'm going to be buying a couple of your prints before I go, and we'll definitely support your local artists because, again, come on. He's out here. He's putting in their good hard work. He's doing some amazing, amazing jobs. This stuff's going to be in the Culture Junkies backgrounds in coming weeks because I'm going to be getting some of these and framing them, and you guys are going to see it. Josh, appreciate you, man.
Thank you. And make sure to check out all the other local artists in Michigan, too. There's a ton of fantastic artists that go to these cons. Make sure to give them the love, too, because they deserve it as well. There's a lot of good ones out there.
How can people get in contact with you, man?
Just through my DeviantArt typically is the main page. I got a Facebook like page that you can go to. It's just Josh Aller. Typically, I do most of my posting on my DeviantArt page, which is under Comic Freak, but that'll be changing soon. So just type in Josh Aller, and you'll get the research results for it. So,
this is GQ right here at Liberty Comics in Roseville, Michigan. I am standing here with the owner of Liberty Comics. Gail, how you doing today, man?
I am doing fantastic. How about yourself, Chris?
I'm doing great. This is Free Comic Book Day. It's been going on for how long?
I've been in it for 10 years, and it's been going on since then, and I think a few years before that.
Sounds good. Now, obviously, got a bunch of kids running around. It's one of those things that gets you excited. It gets you happy to see that the younger generation is getting into comics. What is your feelings on that, man?
Great, that there's a good lifeblood coming up with it, It's fun. Got a beautiful day out there outside, too.
Yeah, a good day in Michigan is a hard thing to find sometimes. I mean, sometimes it looks like it's going to be sunny, then it rains. But thankfully, we have got a great day. A lot of kids coming out, a lot of kids with their parents. So I think, you're seeing a lot of the families is coming in and supporting comic books.
Echo those words almost myself, right? That I like it, and I think you've seen as for yourself. There's a lot of people, a lot of passion, a lot of excitement. A lot of good things out of comic books.
Definitely. Now, give us a real quick history of the shop. Like you said, you've been at it for 10 years. I mean, you guys have tons of stuff, collectibles, back issues, variant covers, just a ton of stuff, man. I mean, what keeps you coming back in the comics?
The books themselves. It's a 1A probably. The books themselves, but then also my customers. They keep me coming every day, making sure I'm doing my part so they could get their stuff.
And that's another thing I've noticed about Liberty Comics. I mean, you guys have a great rapport with all the customers. It's almost like family. It's not even so much the customers. It's like you come in, people are getting their pull books and everything, and they're also it's like you guys are just friendly. It's a great shop, a great atmosphere.
And it's, definitely, I don't want to say by design, but it's where everybody knows your name, right? So that's just the atmosphere we wanted.
And that's definitely a good thing, man. And that's kind of rare because sometimes you get people that I wouldn't call them elitist, but it's like they're kind of, I read this book, and if you don't read or know the whole history of this particular character, I don't really talk to you. And you get a lot of people that are like that, and it's kind of standoffish, and it gets people kind of agitated, I guess. And so you guys, I don't feel that when you come into this shop. This shop, it's like, look, if you got a question, ask it. There's no dumb questions. So I mean, that's a great testament to you guys. So we definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, and likewise, I appreciate the kind words of it, and it's just kind of that way, it's nobody's above anybody else. The comics may be above some or all, but other than that,
Now, free comic book day, real quick, I got to throw this in there. I saw you got a couple of graded books over there. Are those free?
No.
I tried. You can't blame the guy for trying. I tried. Hey, everybody, we've had some definite fun here, right here, Roseville, Michigan. Cheap Pop, Mick Foley style. We had some fun here at Liberty Comics. So, I mean, again, Free Comic Book Day is an event. You make sure you come down next time there's one in your area. Find your local comic shop. Support them. Because, again, you have to get some free comics. You have to learn how to read. You got to have some fun. And free comics is one way to get started. It's free. Come on. You can do it. For culturejunkies.net, like, subscribe. Check out the YouTube videos. We've got The Fix. We've got Game. We've got Movies with Megashawn. We got This Week So Far. And hey, again, we were here for Free Comic Book Day. We enjoyed it. We had some fun. But you know what? Right now, I got to go because I see some free comics I want to get a hold of. See you guys later.
Culture Junkies!